Hello, this is Pastor Kisha Coleman, your book publishing coach and self-publishing servicer. A lot of aspiring new authors have difficulty figuring out where to start and which road to publishing they should take. The key to clarity always begins with asking the right questions. So here are some questions you need to both ask and answer for yourself. Number one, who? Who are you writing to? When you decide you want to publish a book, you need to ask yourself who you're talking to. One of my extremely successful coaches once told me, if you are talking to everyone, you're not talking to anyone. And if you're not talking to anyone, what you're saying doesn't matter. So if you say, well, I'm writing this book for myself, then you don't need to write a book. You need to keep a diary. And you shouldn't waste anyone's time or money asking them to buy or read your book. This type of attitude is also what makes self-published authors think they don't need a professional editor, designer, or helpful critiques when it comes to publishing a book. They are wrong. At the very least, to ensure what you're saying is making sense to your readers, you should have some type of editing done, whether mechanical or developmental. A good editor will help you determine who you're writing to. The number two question, why? Why are you writing this book? You need to solidify your why. When you can solidify your why, it can help you focus on your goal. Because if you're aiming the ball everywhere, you will never make a slam dunk. If you're a self-published author, here are two common whys you need to avoid. Number one, your why is you want to sell millions of copies. Well, there is a 99.9% chance that you will not. Number two, your why is you want to be a famous person. This is no longer the truth. It's an old paradigm. You don't write a book these days to be famous. You're famous and then you write a book, which means your fame will come from the thing that you do that provides value to the world. So now here are the whys that will work. First of all, you want to introduce yourself to your target market. Your book can house the knowledge, the insight, the help, the inspiration that attracts the people you're called to serve. Also, you want to create more opportunities for yourself. A book is your ticket into the speaker's world. The value it holds can serve as an opportunity to introduce you to the people who are attracted to that subject matter. You also want to create additional streams of income. Now, for a self-published author, you can make money from the actual book if you have done the publishing process correctly. Now, the real wealth is the opportunities that the book will create for you. Think of it as a very expensive but informative business card. Now, another why could be that you want to platform yourself. Your book can be the platform that launches you in the direction of your destiny. You begin to hone your voice and you show up in the world fulfilling purpose. Now, the number three question is what? What kind of book are you writing? You don't want to just dump on your readers and come at them from all different directions. You should determine if you're going to write a memoir, a how-to type of book, a persuasive type of book, a interview-based book, or a mixture of many different kinds. What you don't want to do is show up in one sentence in the script telling them your life story, and the next line they feel as though they picked up a reference book because they're being bombarded with statistics and charts. You want it to be a consistent flow, at least one that your readers can follow. I think you get the picture. The fourth question is the where. Where do you want your book to go for you? You should look at your book as your special promoter and announcer. Now, I always say, even Jesus had a promoter and announcer. You know, John the Baptist? Well, your book can go to places before you get there, and even go to places you would never go to. It is an introduction to you, your thoughts and your ideas, your knowledge, your advice, and your personality. So you should ask yourself, what venues and places, markets, regions, and people do I want my book to reach? Then you should ensure you know how to get it to show up in those places for you. A strategy for distribution will help you do that. The fifth question is the when. When should your book be released? Everything and anything that is worthwhile has a season assigned to it. The quote, when season of when you publish your book is important. You will want to be very strategic in not only determining the season, both spiritually and naturally, but when is the best month, date, and hour, whether online or in person, to launch. The final and probably most important question, how? How will you publish the book? Now, the how deals with the publishing path and process you will follow. Publishing a book is like building a house. You can have many rooms in your house or just a few. You can have many words in your book or just a few. You can have a custom design house, custom interior and furnishings in your house, or just a basic layout with no bells or whistles. Likewise, your book can have cover images and copy that's appealing and makes people say, hey, I want to see what's inside of here. Or you can have something basic and sometimes unattractive that people will just drive past and ignore while they zero in on the more attractive and appealing houses in the neighborhood, aka on the bookshelf. So now your how will help you decide. Should I just go the cheap route and upload my manuscript to an online publishing service and pick from their stock images for my cover? Or should I employ the help of professionals who can ensure that I'm creating the images and copy, the copy is the wording, that will appeal to my target market? Should I try and edit it myself, have my BFF do it, or at the very most, a teacher I know that is good in grammar? Or should I employ the help of a professional, an experienced editor that understands my subject matter, the people that are attracted to that subject matter, and who knows how to take what I've written and help me provide the greatest value to that audience? Should I market and distribute my book online, in print, locally, globally, or all of the above? Asking yourself the right questions and knowing how to answer them correctly is not only the key to a successful life, but it's the key to having clarity and success in publishing your book. So now, if you're looking for more valuable resources to assist you in the publishing process, I want you to join me for my 2-day webinar, Publishing Secrets to Get Your Book from Concept to Customer. You can check it out at kishknows.com/concept to customer. To see some of our work at Kishknows, go to kishknows.com and click on the gallery. Again, this has been Pastor Kisha Coleman, your book publishing coach and self-publishing servicer. I hope this information served you today.